Hey guys, it's your pal Victor here, and we've got another action figure review, and today we are reviewing
the demon Etrigan is a toy. We're gonna open him up. Boy, oh boy.
Coming up next. So we got the new Demon Etrigan figure from Demon Knights from McFarlane Toys. If you didn't get what that rhyme was about in the intro, everything that the Demon Etrigan says rhymes. It's kind of like his gimmick. You know, his background story is that he's like a centuries-old demon, and kind of like a Shazam scenario, his host, Jason Blood, can summon Etrigan the demon and he becomes Etrigan. It's kind of like a host thing. Usually you find he tended to be before just mainly found in like comics with Merlin and Morgan Le Fay and kind of like Arthurian characters, but lately he's been more of a Justice League dark kind of guy. He hangs out with, you know, Constantine and those kinds of guys. So he has a cool design here from McFarlane, his new design, not the classic red and yellow cape. He does still have the old-timey collar, so let's open him up. Always the joy of opening up a McFarlane toy. I've explained it before in my videos that they look like they're collector friendly, but they're really not. There's his card, there's his stand. Here he is right here. He's got a cool sword. You know, it's kind of gray, but if you look at the art, it looks like he was more chromed out at one point, so we'll see. He's got a plastic cape, again, well sculpted. It is plastic though, you know, but it looks like cloth. It looks like cloth. And he's got one twisty there, and once again they're always set in the plastic, so you almost kind of have to make him do a sit-up to get him out. He seems to be popping out okay though. It doesn't look like there's any more twisties that are stopping him from escaping, which is a step forward. Usually these figures have too many twisties. His spikes are really pointy. Be careful, you may stab yourself. Alright, so first thoughts. He's got double knees, which are hidden well by this armor, by the way. His foot articulation, and it twists this time. Look at that. Twisty foot. If you're not gonna give me thigh swivel, at least give me that. You know, maybe this works because of the armor, but the more excuses I can find for stuff like this, the better. He doesn't have butterfly, but he just has kind of like extra kind of, yeah. So butterfly not, this is, that's kind of a bummer. But he does have double elbows, one set of hands, good metallic paint here. The head barely moves. It barely moves, which is kind of a bummer. Can go like, you know, sort of side to side, not really up or down. Floating ab crunch. It's got the thing here where this part kind of bends. I don't know, this guy might be good if like you want to get the NECA Goliath. He could be like kind of like a guy you could pitch him up against, because he kind of just looks like a gargoyle. I think the big bummer in this, aside from does this have, no, it has single elbow. Yeah, single elbow. Single elbow, no butterfly. Yeah, the big bummer here is there's a lot of detail in this sculpt and this netting and stuff, and it's just, this figure could really benefit from like a wash, you know, like, and it's like, here's the thing, I you know, I customize a lot of my figures, but man, I've never had to customize so much as McFarlane. the last all these figures, because they have great sculpts, but man, it's like, you know, they all feel like model kits. It's like you get kind of like this, which is fine, like it's totally fine, but like, dude, just like some washes and like dry brushing would brings these up like a whole freaking level. I had to like do that to all my Justice League figures. I'm pretty much considering doing it here, because if you all this netting and stuff would just like pop with a wash and a dry brush, you know, especially his face. There's a lot of detail there, but it's a cool figure. I dig it. Let's get his sword out, which is a big sword, by the way. Look at that. Looks like a Sardaukar sword or something. It fits in either hand. But again, as is kind of par for the course with McFarlane, it's really hard to open the hands. So, you know, kind of good luck with whatever hand you get in there. Ow, just stabbed myself again with these spikes on his gauntlet, you know. But yeah, this is the sword he comes with, and I don't know, he's cool. I have a DC Collectibles Constantine. I'll probably pose it with him. But yeah, there he is, Etrigan the Demon. I'm glad it's kind of like a deep cut character. McFarlane does a lot of deep cuts. I never really thought we would have Etrigan the Demon, Dr. Fate, and Gorilla Grodd before we had like, you know, a good like Firestorm or comic book Aquaman, or, you know, any of the comic book kind of characters. But I'm not like harping on that. Honestly, I want McFarlane to do more deeper cut characters, because I want a Punchline figure, I want a modern Harley, I want a Ghostmaker, even the designer, any of those guys. So over like, you know, Booster Gold or some shit. So anyway, there's my review of Etrigan the Demon. If you enjoy this toy review, more to come on Cult Classics here. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.